So, ladies and gentlemen, we've been dealing with a lot of celebrity deaths on the channel in recent months, but this is probably one of the biggest. Very bad news for Star Wars and Lion King fans. The great James Earl Jones, renowned actor who voiced Darth Vader and Mufasa, has died at age 93. His agent has confirmed his passing, and James Earl Jones, what a career on stage and screen, died at his home on Monday. Now, James Earl Jones, according to AP and CP, who overcame racial prejudice and a severe stutter to become a celebrated icon of stage and screen, eventually lending his deep, commanding voice to Darth Vader, has passed away at the age of 93. His agent, Barry McPherson, confirms Jones died Monday morning at home. The cause was not announced. Jones, who worked deep into his 80s, won 2 Emmys, a Golden Globe, 2 Tony Awards, a Grammy, the National Medal of Arts, the Kennedy Center Honors, and was given an honorary Oscar and a special Tony for Lifetime Achievement. In 2022, Broadway Theatre was renamed in his honor. He caught an elegant figure late in life with a wry sense of humor and a ferocious work habit. In 2015, he arrived at rehearsals for a Broadway run of The Gin Game, having already memorized the play and with his notebooks filled with comments from the creative team. He said he's always in the service of his work. The need to storytell has always been with us, he told AP then. I think it first happened around campfires when the man came home and told his family he got the bear and the bear didn't get him. He created such memorable film roles as a reclusive writer, coaxed back in the spotlight in The Field of Dreams, the boxer Jack Johnson in the stage and screen hit The Great White Hope, the writer Alex Haley in Roots, The Next Generation, and a South African minister in Cry the Beloved Country. He was also a sought-after voice actor, expressing the villainy of Darth Vader with the line, "No, I am your father," calmly misremembered Luke, "I am your father," as well as the benign dignity of King Mufasa in Disney's animated The Lion King and announcing, "This is CNN" during station breaks. He won a 77 Grammy for his performance at a Great American Documents audiobook. Some of his other films included one of his earlier roles, Dr. Strangelove, The Greatest with Muhammad Ali, Conan the Barbarian as Tulsa Doom, Tree Fugitive, and playing an admiral in 3 Tom Clancy blockbuster adaptations, The Hunt for Red October, Patriot Games, and Clear, Present Danger. In a rare romantic comedy, Claudine, Jones had an on-screen love affair with Diane Carroll. Now, Jones made his Broadway debut in '58 Sunrise at Campobello and won his 2 Tony Awards for The Great White Hope, where he basically is playing, a different version of Jack Johnson, and Fences in 1987. He was also nominated for On Golden Pond in 2005, Gore Vidal's The Best Man in 2012. He was also celebrated for the command of Shakespeare and Athol Fugard alike. Most recent Broadway appearances include Cat on a Hot Tin Roof, Driving Miss Daisy, The Iceman Cometh, and You Can't Take It With You. As a rising stage and TV actor, he appeared on As the World Turns in '65, one of the first black actors to have such a role on daytime TV. He performed with the New York Shakespeare Festival Theater in Othello, Macbeth, and King Lear, and in numerous off-Broadway plays. Now, here it gets very interesting. Now, born by the light of an oil lamp in a shack in Arkabutla, Mississippi, on January 1731, his father, Robert Earl Jones, had deserted his wife before the baby's arrival to pursue life as a boxer and later an actor. Of course, he appeared at Sting. When Jones was 6, his mother took him to his parents' farm near Manistee, Michigan. His grandparents adopted the boy and raised him. "A world ended for me, the safe world of childhood," he said in his autobiography, Voices and Silences. The move from Mississippi to Michigan was supposed to be a glorious event. For me, it was a heartbreak, and not long after I began to stutter. Too embarrassed to speak, he remained virtually mute for years, communicating with teachers and fellow students with handwritten notes. A sympathetic high school teacher, Donald Crouch, learned that the boy wrote poetry and demanded that Jones read one of his poems aloud in class. He did so faultlessly. Teacher and student worked together to restore the boy's normal speech. "I could not get enough of speaking, debating, or orating, acting," he recalled in his book. Now in New York, he moved in with his father and enrolled with the American Theater Wing program for young actors. Father and son waxed floors to support themselves while looking for acting jobs. Now, true stardom came suddenly in 1970 with The Great White Hope. Howard Sachter's Pulitzer Prize-winning Broadway play depicted the struggle of Jack Johnson, the first black heavyweight boxing champion, amid the racism of early 20th century America. In '72, he repeated his role in the movie version and was nominated for an Academy Award as Best Actor. Like it was Jack Johnson, but not, if that makes any sense. Now, Jones' two wives were also actors. He married Julianne Mary Hendricks in 1967. After the divorce, he married Cecilia Hart, best known for a role as Stacey Erickson in the CBS police drama Paris in 1982. Unfortunately, she passed in 2016. They had one son, Flynn Earl, born in 1983. In 2022, the Court Theatre on Broadway was renamed after Jones, with a ceremony that included Norm Lewis singing Go the Distance, Ryan Stokes Mitchell singing Make Them Hear You, and words from Mayor Eric Adams, the great Samuel L. Jackson, and Latanya Richardson Jackson. You can't think of an artist that has served America more, director Kenny Leon told the Associated Press. It seems like a small act, but it's a huge action. It's something we can look up and see that's tangible. Citing his stutter as one of the reasons he wasn't a political activist, Jones nonetheless hoped his art could change minds. I realized early on from people like Athol Fugard that you cannot change anybody's mind, no matter what you do, he told the AP. As a preacher, as a scholar, you cannot change their mind, but you can change the way they feel. So when I was growing up, ladies and gentlemen, it was Tulsa Doom, and it was Terry Mann from Field of Dreams, but it was Bess as Darth Vader. And it's so weird that Darth Vader was such a villainous character, but he was voiced by a man that was so gentle and so positive in everything he did. It was sort of like getting, Charlton Heston to play Satan. Now, James Earl Jones, obviously David Prowse, who I've met, David Prowse did the original voice, but he was dubbed over by James Earl Jones, and David Prowse wasn't told this until it was done. Everybody has a myriad of James Earl Jones stories for different parts through the years. But if you really look at Field of Dreams, you can watch that scene. People will come right. How many lines did he have to do that remember us? And I hope everybody, the Star Wars fan, I liked him in Star Wars, but my favorite is Field of Dreams because that talk to Kevin Costner, to not give up on your dreams, to look at baseball as like a cathedral, as a something living, something live. I played 2 years of baseball before Field of Dreams came out. I was crying like a friggin' baby at the Paramount in Campbellton when he was giving that speech because baseball motivated him to be a better writer, or his character, Terrence Mann, kind of was himself. And he didn't win an Oscar for that. He didn't get nominated for Darth Vader because voice actors are not nominated for Oscars. So 2 Oscars were stolen. And he gave him a pity Oscar, and that's what it is. He should have given him one for the Great White Hope. That was a great performance. So you look at these, you couldn't say he was pigeon rolled, as we say. James Earl Jones is a top 10 actor of all time. Is he the best black actor of all time? Well, it's pretty close. Sidney Poitier and Denzel Washington, there's a whole bunch of people. But people are going to be remembering James Earl Jones for different reasons. And I remember when I saw The Great White Hope at the same time, I turned to my dad and said, "Dad, who's that guy?" He said, "He looks like a boxer." He said, "Remember him, Jeffrey," he said, "as James Earl Jones. He's a gentleman. You're going to hear a lot about him." And the next 54 years, or 50-some years anyway, I think of James Earl Jones and I think one word, class. You will be missed, brother. And like I said, we'll all see you on the other side. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you're doing here, we're a tribute podcast. Let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share. Your comments are always welcome. And let us know what your favorite James Earl Jones performance was. Have a good one.